cons of me not watching the videos or cutting them short is that sometimes I don't get to articulate what I want to say, and this is the first time that I actually want to expound upon or articulate what I mean. At the end of the video, I said that I know if I put my mind to it that I could own one of those homes out there. I don't want one of those homes. Let me say that. From a very young age, from as long as I can remember, I always knew that I did not want children. I did not care if I was ever married. And just being tied down to things just does not appeal to me. I love the minimalist lifestyle. I love the idea of being able to pick up and go whenever you want. I love the idea of travel. I think it's highly important to make a vision board. If you don't do anything else that I say, make a vision board, even if it's just like a small one. It's not new age, it's an old concept. The Bible even says without vision the people perish. The Bible even says in Habakkuk, write down the vision and make it plain. It's important to visualize something for your life. And that's kind of what I was trying to say in my last video, is to make sure that you visualize your life and that you can see yourself clearly and the things that appeal to you, because different things appeal to different people. We all have a purpose. We all have a cause. Some seem, depending on who's looking, some people's path in life or their mission in life seems smaller or larger than another person. But I'll tell you, like, one of the biggest people that impacted my life is my grandmother, which nobody may never know her like in the media, on TV and stuff like that. But she has affected so many people in a positive way in her immediate family, whether it just be from like food and shelter and love or bail money. There's a lot of things that she has done in her life that I can see that, well done, my good and faithful servant. And that for me is my driving force in my life. And I don't know what I want to do. Just to bring it very practical to you guys. It's easy to get comfortable in life. Once you get beyond survival, and I want everybody to think about that, is who are you once you get beyond survival? Once you get beyond just trying to make your ends meet, who are you? What is it that you crave? Is it just the comfort? Is it just the camaraderie? Is it just the, oh, everybody knows me? I mean, what is it out there? I read this little meme on Instagram that said, that this person didn't want to be associated with anybody who didn't understand the difference between genuine and acquaintances, and the power of that. And I thought that was so important, because they went on that meme to say about genuine is so rare these days, and why. A lot of people do not value what is genuine and what is true, what is there for you when nobody else is watching you, that type of thing. That's the kind of person I am, without a shadow of a doubt. I don't have to tell you about it or anything like that. And on that same nugget of being genuine, it's also being genuine to yourself, which is the hardest thing to do. The hardest thing to do is to define yourself and who you are and where you see yourself when nobody's looking or when nobody's listening. It looks completely different. Like, sometimes I feel like a horrible person for telling people that I don't want kids or that I don't want a house. I like my freedom. I like my quiet time. I'm an introvert. I don't like being bothered too much. But I know, without a shadow of a doubt, that's where I perform my best. And that's when I come back with a lot more to offer. You guys know that I work a traditional corporate job right now. If I'm out every weekend just go or trying to help all these people in my personal life, when I come back to work on Monday, I'm absolutely exhausted and tired, and I can barely get through the week. I have been spending a lot of time outside of my own element, and I have to question, is that really serving me? Because my intentions are pure. I want to help. I want to do as much as I can for somebody else, but I'm feeling depleted about it. And then that makes me think, okay, what am I listening to? What am I motivated by? Am I trying to get something? Am I trying to get something that I may not be recognized? Am I trying to get acceptance? Am I trying to get friendship through service? And that's not the path, right? The path is to do what is genuine to you. What is genuine to you is what is going to last for you. And I just challenge you to make your own vision board, to find out what is genuine to you, what brings you the most happy. And it's so funny, it could be something so simple. It doesn't have to be so deep, but I think that when you do tap into it, it gives you a lot more than most people have, and that's when you really tap into what I consider like unshakable faith. Is that I know without a shadow of a doubt that I'm not easily shaken, I'm not easily broken. Watching my show once again, Game of Thrones, I'm on my binge watch. I love the scene when some family members, this is not a spoiler, they come back together and they from a long time, and they look at each other and one tells the other, I don't know, where you've been, but I'm sure you've had it hard, and we'll talk about it some other time. And they couldn't imagine what the other person had been through. And I'm kind of like at that point in my life where instead of overlooking, and that has been my coping mechanism, is to overlook the struggle of the journey, because I have to get through, I have to power through. I don't have time to talk about it or talk you through it or cry about it, because I know that I've always had to pick myself up without anything to even lean on. I just gotta, kind of like somersault my way through. That life is about balance. You have to have a vision and you have to balance that. And the balance scale is always going to be what's genuine and what's true. And I absolutely believe in challenging your perspective to define yourself in a way that is absolutely authentic for you, outside of the things that you have been grown or groomed into. So I don't want to get into too many subjects on this little short video, but I just want to just talk about a little bit more about like who I am